Hello, my name is Wesley, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the role of a business analyst in an organization. My answer is going to be structured into two parts. The first part will just be the listing of the business analyst, what they do in an organization, and then the second part of my answer will be explaining how do they actually go about providing this additional value in an organization. First of all, the business analyst helps an organization to be able to align themselves with their business strategy, to align themselves with the business environment and also their enterprise architecture. That is where the business analyst helps an organization to do that. Then when we go to design, how does the business analyst help to design their business processes that are in place? He does that by working with the IT team, working with operations, and as a result of this change in business processes, the business analyst also helps an organization in defining the staff job roles and responsibilities so as to meet their strategic objectives. Those are some of the roles of a business analyst from the design point of view. And then we go into implementation. How does the business analyst help an organization towards change management? The business analyst does that by providing support and facilitating the change management. You provide documentations, training materials, and actually the go-to person really. Once the staff are stuck, you'll be there to clarify them and actually explain a lot more to them. Provide the training materials, finding the problems, what is the root cause of their problems, and looking for solutions that those can be answered. He is there as a facilitator in terms of change management. And then the business analyst helps the business to realize their business case. How does he does that? What is a business case? The business case comes as a result of a business requirement. And a business requirement is basically what the customer wants. What the customer wants, now you have to come up now with a functional requirement, which is how do you get what the customer wants? That is your functional requirement. So where the business analyst comes in now, he comes in to come and elicitate that functional requirement, because once he's able to get the functional requirement, then he will answer the question of what the customer wants. So he elicitates the requirement from the various stakeholders. After doing the elicitation process, he verifies each requirement, and after doing the verification process, he validates each requirement and makes sure that the solution is provided to each requirement so that the business can actually realize their business case that have been put in place. Now, let me expatiate now on the business strategy, how the business analyst helps an organization to work with their business strategy. One of the ways the business analyst can work with an organization strategically to improve profitability or meet their business strategy is by using a balanced scorecard. In a balanced scorecard, you've got focus areas that you have to focus on, and then you have to develop KPIs or critical success factors. What are your KPIs, key performing indicators, in those various areas? But the advantage of a balanced scorecard is that it has got financial and non-financial aspects of a business. The financial aspect, you'll be focusing on return on investment for the financial aspect on the balanced scorecard. And then the non-financial aspect, you're looking at customers, processes, organizational capabilities, or learning and growth. And in all these various sectors, you have to develop what I call KPIs. And all of these KPIs, you have to be able to measure each of the KPIs. One important thing, the balanced scorecard normally indicate areas of problems, because you can look at those KPIs and you can measure them. And if you're seeing that your KPIs are too low, those are signs of indications that there is a potential problem in that area. There might be minor problems, but what the balanced scorecard helps the business to do is that it can indicate to you some of the minor problems that you have in the business. And if you can address those minor problems, then later on in the future, they might tend to affect the business positively and improve your profit margin, and vice versa. If you don't address those minor problems on your balanced scorecard, later on it might affect the business and actually reduce your profit margin. So that is why it's always good to use a balanced scorecard during your strategic analysis. Now, you should be using your balanced scorecard with a strategic map. What does a strategic map do? On a strategic map, you've got your objectives. Your objectives should be smart, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. And then these objectives should have criteria which you measure them against. Now, on the strategic map, you should be using the cause and effect measure. What are the changes that can be made? What are the minor changes that can be made on the business that will have a major impact and that will strategically align with the business objective? These are what you should be looking at on a strategic map. So that's why I use both of them, strategic map and the balance scorecard together. Now I'll be looking at the business environment. When I talk of the business environment, I'm looking at external factors that affect the business. You're looking at PESTER, some of your PESTER factors that affect the business. You're looking at political issues. What are the political issues that affect your business that you can make good use of it or you can avoid, so later on in the future you shouldn't create losses? Economic factors like unemployment, inflation, those are things that affect businesses. Social factors, what are the social trends that you as a business you can look and put that into place? Technology, now technology is constantly changing. What are the new technological strengths that a business can implement that will increase their profitability? Now, another way of looking at this is by doing enterprise analysis. When you carried out enterprise analysis, you'll be doing opportunities and threats. What are the opportunities that are out there in the business environment that you can take good use of, and the threats that may affect your business? Now we go to internal analysis. Internal analysis, if you're a business that have got various products, you can use what we call the Boston metrics. On the Boston metrics, you've got the dogs, which are the products that are non-profitable. That will show you that you can just eliminate them straight away. You'll be looking at the wildcard, those are your new entries. If you've got some new products, you'll be able to choose within those which one is a lot more important for you to invest money in. If you've got the stars, those are the growth, new products that are actually growing, then you'll be able to see which you should put more money into it that can get a greater return. And then you're talking of your cash cows, those are those that are matured, and as a result they are the cash flow, they produce a lot of money with less investment and they produce money. So that is one of the methods you can use to analyze various products in a business, which one is more profitable and less profitable. Then you'll be looking to do what we call resource audit. In a resource audit, you'll be looking to analyze your physical resources that you've got. You've got your staff, the human resources, the expertise, your finance, the information, the time. You'll be able to analyze all of those. Can your physical resources actually meet your strategic goal? Those are some of the questions that the business analyst will be helping the business to understand. And then the non-tangible resources as well, you're looking at your reputation. How is your reputation affecting your business? Is it positive or negatively? And there, now moving now, how the business analyst helps to build a business process or create new business processes. The business analyst can do this from a pure business standpoint by drawing their business processes, carrying out an additional analysis on the business process. Once you can do that, you can use a Microsoft Visio to streamline their business processes. Then from there, you can start questioning each step in the business process. Is this actually relevant? Why is it? During this process, then you can eliminate some of the steps that are irrelevant and redesigning back their business processes. Then, during this period now, how do you come about creating a business process? You have to do what we call the as-is process, the to-be process, and then you do gap analysis. Once you can do this gap analysis, you get the information that is needed in order for you to create the new process. Sometimes you may have to carry out testing, creating testing before it's being rolled out to the staff. The business analyst role is to create a strategy that are going to be used, plan the focus areas, entry and exit criteria, using the requirement to build up a use case, And then with that use case, you have to develop test scripts that the staff are going to be able to use. Then after developing that test script, you'll be looking to do 3 positive test scenarios, 3 negative test scenarios, and overall you have to supervise the testing to make sure that the requirements actually answer what the stakeholder actually wants from the business. That is it from the point of testing. So thank you very much, and I'll be willing to hear from you back. Thank you.